He's adding on the installation to the top. I'm going to try a split top. Safe to say I'm the biggest. First, this is our box. This is our box for the water trough. The water trough is in here, 110 gallons in here, and it's starting to fill up. At the moment. Oh, it's smooth like this. Oh, it's smooth down. If you play, you lay right there by your own kind. Come on, keep going. About one in. Did a show out in Austin. Shout out to Bobo. Moved out the trenches, now look how we live. Tell my BM to furnish the crib. Walk out the mall with some shoes for the kids. Deposit the checks in my bank full of M's. Paid up my rent, now I'm up for the year. This is our 110 water trough box. I'm starting with the 110. Gonna see how this goes, and then we'll do one for there. But like I said, I've yet to go pick up my other 110. So I might just say forget it, and just build another 110 box and just have 2 boxes for the 110s out here. But he's putting the insulation to the top. This side is screwed down, so it can't go anywhere. I mean, already, it's a major difference from the surface air here and to up underneath here. I mean, you can feel the heat already. So the box is 52.5 wide. The trough is 53, so we went 52.5 just to make it a little tighter around the top edge, because it does go to a taper down at the bottom. And then it's 36 wide, and it's 36 wide for the box, for the trough anyway. So that works perfect for that. The trough is 20 inches high, so we made this 20.5 inches high, just a little bit higher, so it's getting the trough though slightly off the ground. Go get the other roll if you need another link. We'll go ahead and move this top, since she's working on the other half of the top. Down here on the inside of that, we put the insulation all the way around in here. I mean, you can definitely feel the heat difference here already. One thing I'm probably going to regret not doing so far, I have to do it on another warm day, is putting a bottom on here. But most of the ones that I've seen, they didn't have bottoms. They were just a box that covered the top. And to be honest with you, I think this will do just fine for us. Nice insulation. Let me get you down there. Nice insulation all the way around. Reflective. I mean, you can really feel the heat difference. I wish I had a heat gun to read it for you, but you can really feel the difference between inside there and outside air. So I think this is going to do an outside air. So I think this is going to do the trick. The ice is still here. I mean, they broke it up this morning. You can see how thick that ice is right there. It's almost 2.5 inches. I mean, it was some chunks, about 2.5 inches of ice. Yeah, so big old chunks of ice. But the horses are staying dry, staying warm. I did pick up a couple extra pieces of board to go ahead and put on the inside of the barn, where I needed some on the front half of the roof, and start to run down the side. So I might just do that and call it a day. I might just do that and call it a day. Not sure yet. But yeah, let me get off here, go get their beets, and start soaking those since I'm running the water hose.
Straight covered in grease, I'm a lone ass cowboy, stuck in my jeans. Bring a baby R, got a couple in me. Won't drive no truck if it's way too clean. Golly, goodness me. For the boot cut boys, it's always green. Come around here, better pay some heat. I run with banks, hang with thieves. Price on my head, got the law on my back. Too many ops, I can barely keep track. Pray for a licking, you thought I was sick. Don't lose your life for a couple of racks. I feel like D-Wade, give him a heat wave. We chase him down on the freeway. Don't give a fuck if it's your B-Day. I hand it off like a relay. In Beverly Hills, straight covered in grease. I'm a lone ass cowboy, stuck in my jeans. Bring a baby R, got a couple in me. Won't drive no truck if it's way too clean. Golly, goodness me. For the boot cut boys, it's always green. Come around here, better pay some heat. I run with banks, hang with thieves. Got a purebred race, so it's
Boy, what a day. So we got some logs over here.
Got some logs over here. Over there. Logs over there. And we're this far from the north side pasture. We're far. We're on the southern end of the property. Alright, so we're gonna start down here on the southern end. And I'm trying to figure out how far I want them to make my driveway, but we'll go in down here. The very base of the driveway. Now, what I do have down here, I'm going to think about if I'm going to move them or just let them cover them up, dig them up, whatever they do, bulldoze them, just let new ones grow. But what I do got down here, I mean all the way down, so I probably just say forget it. Don't worry about these. Are these Virginia pines, young Virginia pines? Some of them are extremely strong, others are not. But we'll be coming in off of here, off of this road, down through here for the driveway. What I'm thinking is 10 feet from the opening this way, from there this way, to keep that tree line going. So we'll be going down like as if I am walking down the middle of the driveway right here. And so we're in the driveway. Yeah, I think I want to go 10 to 15 feet from the opening this way and just leave a tree line that way. And that way. Yeah, and back this way. So we're gonna go around this stuff. We just came through here and took out cedars that were in here and got them all lined up and drying out over there to make fence posts. But come through here, we're all through here. We're all in here, still in the driveway portion. Turn around, try to block the sun out. Still in the driveway. Now we got a ton of pine trees and cedars, all types of stuff up in there. A lot of dead stuff too, but you know, I'll take care of that stuff as. But we're still in the driveway. There's a flag. We're in the driveway. I'm kind of getting off course now. All right, yeah, back on course. I'm back on course. This way. 15, 16 feet to let those trees grow. Between 16 feet to let those grow. Still in the driveway. Still in the driveway. There's another flag. Hey, I'm trying to figure it out. But we're getting close to the house site because it kind of the curves off over there. And the house site is over there. But next week I will start here, start pulling all cedars from here on, either that's around the house site or in the driveway. My guys, there's my guys. Go ahead and eat. The main objective today was to build this box. This winterized box for the water trough. So we made an insulated box As you can see, I put the even insulation on top, and I took my top and I actually screwed it down so it doesn't budge at all. Hopefully leaving it open like this will do the trick. Even with this, I still, as you can see right there, I still got the saltwater bottles in here. I have one on each side. The other one's over here somewhere. But it's completely insulated with this insulating reflective pad bubble wrap kind of thing. It's definitely warmer in here still. I mean, you could just feel the heat on the inside of here compared to just being on top. So hopefully this does the trick. I'll check that. I don't know, like we're not supposed to get cold until later on in the week, so as I come through, fill it up, and I'll just keep checking. So we have that one, and then we went ahead and moved this water trough over to the left here compared to where it was over here. We moved it over here because I've noticed the last 3 weekends that the sun was here majority of the early morning compared to over there. So we just kind of moved it over since this one isn't insulated at all, just to see if that helps here. And then the other thing, we still got our saltwater jugs in there, and they worked. I mean, I should have got a video of when we first got here and that thick layer of ice. They were pushing the jugs down in and still getting water, so they work. But it doesn't allow it to fully stay thawed on top. The next thing I'm gonna try is with a old guy that I met in Utah that's a farmer. He said try beet juice in the water. So that's gonna be the next thing I try on this one, just to see if it works here in Virginia. You know, compared to the weather in Utah compared to Virginia, we don't get as cold as Utah. We don't get into the negatives, but we do drop down into freezing mark. But this is what we're looking like, man. So got my lime down, grab my rake, put the lime down on a couple wet spots, let it sit there for a minute, and then I go ahead and mix it up. Got some bedding next week. I'll bring a nice load of bedding up, and it's gonna refresh this up. But we're doing that deep bedding litter, whatever they call it. I might call it litter. Deep bedding method for the horses. For the most part, just cleaning out the heavily soiled spots and refreshing that up, but using the lime to keep it fresh and dry. And, horses are doing their thing. Ain't got a lot, but we got enough. But this entire back end, I'm going to redo this as soon as it gets a little bit warmer. Right now, it's good. Wife it up, become a family man. As soon as I get a little more funds, a little more warm, I'll probably knock this whole back end out again. I'm gonna take all this down, keep it, because I have other projects I can use it for. I can even run some other beams horizontal from where I'm standing, and put this stuff back on, and it'll be. All right, real quick for the group. This is my north side shelter. I don't really call it a barn. I call it a shelter for my horses. These two horses I inherited, so I had to start from scratch. So all of these posts that you see, every last one of these posts here, as you can see, were cut from eastern red cedar trees, and then they were all concreted in about 3 feet, except for this post right here. This post right here, it sits on top of a brick, but it's connected to that post that runs across the bottom, and it's not really for support or structural sense. It's just to hold this piece of metal up to give it a nice little closing for the door, a little more of a windbreak kind of thing, I'm guessing. I don't know. But on the inside, we went with the PVC roofing. With our PVC roofing, it's cheap, it's light, it works, it's durable, and it's easy to replace if it gets messed up. And it's cheap enough to replace if it gets messed up as well. It's been working solid. It's really, really warm in here. The horses stay cozy. They sleep in here every single night. And I give them the choice to either sleep out there where they're used to sleeping or come into this new north side shelter for them. As you can see, all the posts are here. Now, this structure that is here, I have an older video that I'll try to find and put on here somewhere of
got to move. Hope you find me.
That post and that post and that one rotted out, so we replaced that one. That one rotted out. This one rotted out. This one rotted out, and then the front 3 rotted out. But it was a different structure here, and we just took what was here, put new post in, and started to build as our mind started to flow with the idea. So on this back end roof is good for now, but it has to be redone. I want to run some more boards from where I'm standing now. I want to run some more boards from where I'm standing now, looking vertically from that end all the way up to this higher end, and then put the roof back on. And then also with this skylight kind of PVC roofing piece, I'm going to take that and I'm going to run 2 sections of that straight down the middle to get good natural sunlight, as well as if it's a full moon and it's nice and bright out, and it gets good light in here at nighttime as well. This portion here, up here, is done. So I don't need to mess with anything in here. A lot of the wood, like it's a piece there, piece there, piece there, pieces there, you know, in just random different places. A lot of it's reclaimed from the structure that was here. I tried to recycle as much as possible. Like this here was part of the old structure that was here. I recycled that up. And then we're gonna move on to the outside. So this is the front of it. All right, this is one of my favorite signs right here. Check it out. All right, so we'll move around in here. They salt block there. So on this side, I'm still not finished with this side yet. We have reclaimed sheet metal. This is the old roof from another project down there. So we put it around the bottom to give a nice windbreak on the inside, as well as to add some old school country and a little bit of modern feel. And then we completely use the old roofing on the back to close that in, just to keep the breeze that come from here off of the horses and out of the north side shelter. It's a good airflow. Like, we don't have every gap sealed up and things of that sort. It's good airflow. As time goes on, I'll have more ideas of what to do here and there to finish it up. This is my very first time doing anything of this sort. I am not a horse person. I'm just getting into this. I inherited 2 horses and they needed a new shelter. Hey, little birdie. So working on this side, got a little bit of header up there, working on this side, just taking my time to do it. But this is the idea that we came up with, me and my sons up there. This is the idea that we came up with, and we're just making it work. Now we're on a natural slope down this way. So one of the other things that we'll be doing as soon as our house is finished being built here, one of the things that we'll be doing is doing like French drainage kind of system around the outside of this. Although I've been here and it was pouring, no water ran inside of the barn shelter, so I'm good with that, but I still want to kind of Fritz drain it all the way around here. Mud-wise, mud here, and that's about it. We kind of use some of the old hay, you know, as we freshen the hay up to kind of just pack it in. And I mean, we're mostly clay where I am, so it does a really good job staying pretty solid here. This is all older hay. It's been out for what, 2-3 weeks now. It's still a lot of good forage for them, so they haven't really been messing with it. But I didn't get my bedding this morning, so I put this in here for now in the section that they actually lay and sleep in. So they can use that or they can eat it. I don't care at this point. I have a ton of hay. Freshen this up. Hay feed station. My hay feed station, just old school country with a modern twist kind of thing was what I'm going with. Hay is off the ground inside these buckets, stays completely dry. All the rain that we had so far, no water whatsoever inside there. Hay stays fresh. Horses love it. Stay fresh. Horses love it, and they're eating off of it. The other thing, everybody asked about the feed shack. So this is my feed shack here. It's 8 foot by 10 foot. 8 foot by 10 foot is what I did. And open it up. We have our hay. We did a little projects up here, so I just put the extra wood here for now until we come and finish the next project. Feed cans full of feed, hay here, a lot of hay. Horses are good to go. All right, so that's locked up. So what we did today, as far as taking care of them, these are my 2 inherited horses. This is Superstar and this is Corky. My guys. Superstar still trying to, you know, get up to me. But this is what we built today. We built an insulated water trough box. Insulation on the inside, all the way around the base, even up on the top, left it open in the middle, screwed this down so it doesn't move anywhere, and it's nice and solid on here. The water trough that's in here is 110 gallons. So we got this done. We're good to go with that. This water trough over here, we're trying saltwater jug method. That worked. Talked with a guy in Utah. I'm in Virginia. Talked to a guy in Utah that's like my mentor with this. He said try beet juice in here. I'm definitely going to try it because we definitely don't get as cold as Utah does, and it should work here. So I'm going to try that next. But as you can see, I mean, we had ice. We had big old chunks of ice. But everything's good now, and it's time for me to go home.
The sun is setting on the open plains. Golden hues and purple skies remain. Cattle low and fields of grain. Another day gone just the same. At the ranch where my heart finds peace, under the wide and whispering trees. With the breeze and the evening light, everything feels so right. Up the dusty trail, the scent of hay and a story to tell. Horses grazing by the wooden fence. In this place I find my sense. At the ranch where my heart finds peace, under the wide and whispering trees. With the breeze and the evening light, everything feels so right. Kicking up the dusty trail, the scent of hay and a story to tell. Horses grazing by the wooden fence. In this place I find my sense. At the ranch where my heart finds peace, under the wide and whispering trees. With the breeze and the evening light, everything feels so right.
that dot the sky as we gather round the fire nearby, strumming guitars, singing low in the ranch gentle glow. At the ranch where my heart finds peace, under the wide and whispering trees, with the breeze in the evening light, everything feels so right. In the quiet of this evening calm, I know I found where I belong. This ranch, this life under the sky is where my spirit will always fly. In the quiet of this evening calm, I know I found where I belong. This ranch, this life under the sky is where my spirit will always